Guys, welcome back to the channel. Keith here, Jesse on the camera. It is August. In our land, it has become fall, so we're going to get back on the bench and get some builds done from last year. We are starting this one off with this fantastic VS410 Phoenix scale trail truck build with a whole bunch of sweet parts. Let's hit the intro, come back, and we'll go over the parts. Okay guys, love that intro. Anyhow, let's check out the list. We have the Killer Body Landcruiser 70. Sorry, I always want to say 80, but we got the Landcruiser 70 body. They are a beautiful, beautiful body on them. You can do all types of add-on kits, opening hood, scale engine, opening doors with crank windows that go up and down, squishy seats that move 7 different ways, and a dash that lights up and has like mad detail. Very, very nice when they're fully kitted, but very expensive. We're going to start off with just basic. It does have a Lexan dash. It could be left hand or right hand drive, or right hand and wrong hand, I think they call it. Or yeah, left hand or wrong hand, I think they call it in the world. Anyhow, we also have a big old push bumper. I believe this was a CC hand bumper, or the squeal equivalent off of AliExpress. Anyhow, it's going to look great on there. We do have to do a bit of work to make that fit into the truck, but it should be relatively easy. Then we've got this big old box on the back. Very cool unit. It does have fold down sides all the way around, so you can fold them down, or you can just dump the box on the back and stuff. Very cool, but it's very heavy. We're building this for a friend of ours, and he wants this type bed on the back. We were able to get this, I think this was Temu or AliExpress again, and it was a couple $100, so it wasn't terribly bad. Now, since it's a Toyota, we're going to swap out the axles to the Vanquish F10T axles in black. Now, these actually came out of our breast cancer awareness build truck when it got its pink axles that Vanquish released. So we're going to put these into that truck. All the parts from the Vanquish axles will pop right into that, bolt right into the truck, nice and simple. And then we have some Incision Method, I do not remember the number on them, but they're Incision Method billet wheels, very nice. We may have to get the A type hub in the middle. They have A, B, C, and D. This looks to be a B, which would be the second one. I can't remember what the measurements are, I'm sorry guys, but anyhow, they're wrapped in some Pitbull Rock Beasts. These are 1.55 tires stretched onto the 1.9 wheel. It gives it a super scale, nice, really nice look to it. Jesse and I have been doing this for a while. It's a really nice fit. It's a 3.85 tire, 155 rim, stretch over top. The foam and everything will take the stretch on the Pitbull Rock Beast. It's a little bit firmer, but that's going to be great with a really heavy bed, good heavy body on the truck, aluminum axles, all that, so we'll be stacking the weight. Okay, so that's the parts list for the build. We have a Hobby Wing 2-in-1 ESC coming forward so we can clean up a bit of room under the hood. We're going to upgrade to a Spectrum radio. He has the DX6 Pro R9000 whatever radio. The one that the battery always goes dead when you want to go out all the time, so that's always fun. Okay, anyhow, we are going to get that truck apart. We're going to swap these axles in and start kind of mocking this up on there. Actually, we're going to get that body off. We're going to mock it up on here, kind of show you guys what we're working with, change these wheels out in the stock layout, and then we're going to quickly start switching parts over. We have to design some mounts to come up with that. We're going to take you on the ride more this year and how we like to build and create the brackets and stuff we do. Jesse and I are more metal fabrication if we can for our brackets, preferably aluminum if we can make something that will work out of aluminum. It's more rigid, it's sturdy, we're more set up to do that. And but with the new 3D printing and the new PLA that's getting stronger and stronger and stronger every day, it's kind of nice. So we're going to kind of juggle back and forth and see. It might be easy to make an aluminum mount, Okay guys, Jesse swapped out to those sweet, sweet Method wheels. They look great on the truck. As we just discussed a few seconds ago, we're going to do a lay down or a cantilever or something so we can get that bed down low in the rear. So for now, we're going to quickly just take the shocks and the rear shock towers off and just pin them to the chassis just temporarily until we find a kit, make a kit, order a kit, build a kit. I'm leaning towards build a kit. We'll just build a kit. We can do it ourselves. We've done enough of them. Like some sexy aluminum ones like we did on the lowrider. Stay tuned for that coming up. We got some big plans this year. The hobby is being absolutely... Well, there's nothing new to get excited about.
Yeah.
I think Element is done. They just keep releasing RC10 everything. Hobby's in a weird state right now.
Yeah.
What do you think about leaf springing it?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Just the rear?
Yeah.
The front linked?
Yeah. Because if you think about it, that's how it would have been anyways.
That's how mine is.
Yeah. No, that'd be great. If he's looking for scale, take much more scale than that, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do, so...
But would the front also be leafed too if you're going scale? Or
No. They'd be leafed and linked. It's 3-link pan art in the front, leafed in the back, just like I built mine.
Okay, cool.
Okay guys, so we're planning on, as you just heard, to put leaf springs in the rear of this truck. A lot of people say it might hinder the performance, but here is proof in the pudding. This is my Land Rover we built many years back. It is 3-linked in the front with these nice aluminum Dana 44 axles from RC 4-wheel drive, and it is leaf sprung in the rear, and the truck can actually still throw down a ton of nice articulation. So... as you guys know, I like to set my truck up so the bottom of that tire is as high as the rim on the front, and we're achieving that no problem. This truck is actually a lot of fun. It's got a lot of travel in the front axle on the setup it is. It started its life as a RC 4-wheel drive Terrain. It was like a F250. It had a lot of shortcomings. It was a 4-link truck through and through. We had to cut the chassis out to fit the rear axle. The leaf springs in the back. I don't know if you can see the frame there. Big notch-out section. I have to unbolt the body to take it off. That's why we just talk about it, leave it on. But anyhow, once this guy's done, we'll get them out both on the trail. Pretty cool build. We'll do an overview on it. But anyhow, yes, I think we're going to do leaf spring on the rear and 3-link on the front, because that is the only way we're going to be able to hold the weight.
That would be, yeah.
So this is a very heavy truck, all aluminum. You could actually see the 4-link skid plate there, because it was kind of like a semi-monster truck, like mega truck, I guess it was. Okay guys, now that we have the plan of attack, let's go outside to the shop, get this body mounted to this cage, get that figured out, and then at the same time we can also work at the leaf springs. I believe like Metal Merchant Fab or something like that. If you guys know, drop it in the comments, please. I believe they have a kit to do that with these axles. Well, F10T axles, which we're using. So, we're also going to check Thingiverse, see if there's free prints we can use, because you don't really need a lot just to put the perch on there. So, anyhow, let's go inside. Okay, guys, as promised, a few seconds later, we made it out to the shop. We cleaned up quickly. Brought the truck with us, doing some brainstorming with the build. Jesse came up with a fantastic idea, much better idea than trying to mount this plastic body to this 4-pound behemoth of a bed. Said, why don't we just mount this directly to the chassis, and then we can make the body removable and just fit in there really nice. Make that come off and on. We won't use any magnets. We'll do a nice clip system. We'll figure something out. We'll work together. We'll let you know. Trust me. You're going to know. But anyhow, because we're doing a leaf spring on the back of the truck, we've got the shocks laid down and a roll of electrical tape shoved up, and they're holding in place right now. We've also decided to cut the back of this Vanquish frame off where it has the kick down and the run out. We're going to cut that guy off and just run some straight, we have an Amazon axial. No, Amazon's legit. I don't know. we have a cheap Chinese knockoff of an axial chassis. It's got long, nice straight rails on the back. We're going to chop them off, add what we need in there. We're going to strip out this box on the back, all this plastic, and we'll weld a couple cross members into it. I think that's a good way to get started on this. So, yeah, this video is going to run into a few parts, but well, at least the first one has a lot of cutting in it, so let's get this stripped down. Let's get that cut. Okay, so before we get started on the cut, we're going to throw the bed back on. We're going to get underneath. We're going to measure out the distance of real estate we have under the back of the bed to run our rails right to the back. Yeah, it's going to look good. Have your rails tight right to the back. Sticking out there, cross member hitch on the back. Boom! Is that hitch down there? Right there. There's that one. Yeah, reach! There is included a actually drop hitch. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, drop hitch kind of. I wouldn't really tow much with it. It's just folded tin, but we can reinforce that, work with that. But it actually does have a almost like a step piece for the back here. So anyhow, we got lots of parts, we got lots of pieces. Let's make something cool together. Okay, guys, quick update as we're going through this. We cut down a actually it was a Traxxas frame rail, so it was kind of a bugger to cut down a pair of $75 brand new frame rails for a piece of straight U-channel, but that straight U-channel is actually pretty hard to get. Now, it was a lot thicker. We just ground that down too, so everything's covered in dust. Welded up nicely. It's straight, it's true, it's happy, looks good. We're going to do that on the other side. Now, what we did to save a little bit of pain was Jesse took off this frame rail. We'll put this one back on. We'll take the other side off. It just makes it just like 20% easier. So we're going to get that done. We'll jump back in here once this is pooching on the back, and we'll throw the bed on it, see how it looks. We'll see you back here in a few seconds. Okay, guys, we're starting to make fantastic progress. Like I just said, we chopped up the Traxxas frame rails. We added 135 millimeters, so that's 1/16 of a dishwasher in standard conversion for you. Yeah, so bed fits on there quite nicely. Bear with me there. There, boom. Cake sits right in there. Sit down right in there perfectly. We're going to do the leaf on the rear so we can dial that in. It's going to be so nice. Now, we do need to open up all this molding in the front, in around the shock tower area. So we're going to get this body to now drop down so it sits as low as it needs to on the frame. We did take off the plastic factory rock sliders. We are going to build some nice steel ones with a small metal floor pan, which then we will integrate into the body for our body mount system. So anyway, that is going to bring us to the end of part one. We'll be back with this truck for part two. We are going to get these projects done one at a time this year. The hobby is in a weird spot right now. There's nothing new, and as you know, Jesse and I have a boatload of stuff, so we're just going to build for years. So it's going to be a great year. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.